Hello there, I'm Jessica Smith. I'm a dedicated educator and mentor based in Atlanta, Georgia. I have a very strong background in special education, and I double as a certified reading specialist. I bring a great wealth of knowledge and expertise in my work. I've served in education for over a decade, and in the last 5 years, I've had the privilege of coaching both students and adults by guiding them through their educational and personal growth journeys. I very well enjoy doing so. And in addition to my mentoring role and coaching roles, I also serve as an adjunct professor, where I continue to foster a passion for learning in my students. I'm very excited to share my experiences and insight with you in any content area, especially special education and reading. And I look forward to our journey of growth and discovery together. The mission and values of Edifying Teachers strongly resonates with my own core beliefs and values as an educator, as the commitment to ensuring that teachers, especially those from underrepresented backgrounds, receive encouragement and personalized support deeply aligns with my convictions, as I believe that every teacher deserves a robust support system so that they can thrive in their profession. The emphasis on teacher growth, as well as their well-being and their longevity in their careers, echoes my belief that investing in educators' continuous development is not only vital for their success, but also for the success of their students. So I believe that by providing mentorship and support to new teachers, we can create a more inclusive and equitable educational landscape. And furthermore, the focus on diversity and representation in teaching is something that I'm passionate about. So I firmly believe that a diverse teaching workforce enriches the educational experience for all students and contributes to a more equitable society. My why and what brought me to this work can be tracked back to my own experiences and a deep sense of purpose. From a very young age, I understood what it was like to be in a room where no one looked like me and where the support that I needed was often lacking, and that often left me very frustrated, and I also felt isolated. So these personal experiences fueled my determination to change the narrative for both students and teachers who share similar backgrounds as myself. So, having spent over a decade in teaching special education in the Georgia charter system, I witnessed firsthand the challenges faced by the underrepresented educators. And so my why is just rooted in the belief that every student and teacher, regardless of their background, deserves equitable access to support, mentorship, and guidance from someone who definitely understands their unique journey. My approach to mentoring and coaching is deeply rooted in self-awareness and the holistic perspective. So I believe that an effective coach will go beyond just addressing the surface level challenges that any mentee may face. Coaches should also consider that, the broader context of their mentees and what's going on in their individual lives, and not just that specific executive skills that need development for them. I consider that, the emotional well-being and the personal values and the aspirations that each mentee has is just as important. So I aim to create a very safe and non-judgmental space where all of my mentees can authentically address their concerns, their challenges, and, explore their strengths. My personal coaching style is mentee-centered, meaning that, I like to tailor my approach to meet the individual need. And, collaboration is important. So with my mentees, I identify their objectives, and then we co-create a personalized plan for their growth and their development. And of course, throughout the process, I remain open to their feedback, and we do self-reflection. And so we continually to improve together, and that just ensures that the coaching is both effective and aligned with a more holistic approach to being coached. The most important principle for me when it comes to mentoring and coaching is empathy. Empathy is the foundation of effective mentorship, effective coaching, and effective teaching. Empathy allows us to, be genuine and be able to understand and connect with other individuals. And so I like to put myself in other people's shoes or my mentee's shoes so that I can better appreciate their unique perspectives, their challenges, and their aspirations. Empathy also enables me to create a safe and supportive learning environment for my mentees, where I'm able to, make sure that they're feeling heard, where they're feeling valued and also understood. It also allows me to tailor my guidance and support so that, everyone has a specific need that can be met. It fosters a sense of trust and collaboration, and ultimately, empathy not only helps me address the immediate goals and challenges of my mentees, but it also contributes to their personal growth and their professional growth, as well as their well-being and their long-term success. I believe that my mentees and students learn through a combination of active engagement, personalized guidance, and reflective practice. Learning is a dynamic process that unfolds when actively engaged. So I encourage my mentees to actively participate, pose questions, and then quickly apply what they've learned through real-world experiences. I also believe that active learning or engagement not only deepens their understanding, but also enhances their ability to retain and apply the information. And I acknowledge that my mentees' learning preferences are different, and so I adapt my teaching and my mentoring methods accordingly. I also encourage my mentees and students to participate in my practices, as well as develop, their own beliefs and practices in which, it includes self-assessment, critical thinking, and progress evaluation. And I feel that through this process that they acquire very valuable insights into their personal growth, and they're also able to identify areas where improvement is necessary. My core values are equity, empathy, empowerment, inclusivity, and lifelong learning. I strive to create an equitable learning environment, emphasizing empathy to ensure that individuals feel heard and valued. Because my focus is on empowering my mentees and students to become, self-directed learners and critical thinkers. So that's helpful in, these practices in education. And when it comes to inclusivity, I feel it is a core value because I try to embed it in my mentoring and teaching practices as I embrace diversity and I create an environment where all voices are welcomed and respected. And I feel like that's, of course, important in the Black and Brown community, where we're feeling heard and where we are valued and respected in our work. Also, lifelong learning is important in my own daily walk, and so I try to encourage others to become lifelong learners as well. And I believe that all of my core values foster, a sense of growth and improvement, and is fundamental to shaping my interactions with those who I come in contact with, especially those who I coach, who I mentor, and who I teach. I will work closely with my mentee to establish clear and attainable goals. We will make sure that we break down larger objectives into smaller, manageable tasks, which will help to build their confidence as they see their progress throughout the program. I will also offer constructive feedback that highlights their strengths and acknowledges their efforts, which will help them recognize their abilities and their areas of improvement. I will also guide my mentee in reflecting on their achievements, reflecting on their skills as well as their growth, which will help them to develop a stronger belief in their capabilities. And last, I will gradually introduce challenges and opportunities that are slightly beyond their comfort zone, just to help boost that self-efficacy. In order to cultivate a sense of belonging and community, I will ensure I'm actively listening to my mentees' experiences as well as their concerns, and make sure that I'm creating a safe space for them to express themselves. I will also facilitate opportunities for my mentee to connect with their peers and professionals in their field to assist, in providing a valuable support network. I will also advocate for inclusivity and diversity, ensuring that my mentees feel respected and valued for their unique perspectives as well as their identity. I will also encourage my mentee to actively engage in professional and educational activities like conferences, workshops, and different network events, because participation in these activities can help them feel like an integral part of the field that they're in, and as well as the community that they're a part of. And last, I will offer continuous support and mentorship beyond our formal mentoring relationship, because I want my mentee to have someone that, they can always go to for guidance and encouragement.